Cynthia and the Snow Leopard Pokémon. High above the Sinnoh region, where the air is crisp and the wind whispers secrets, lies the great frozen peaks. Cynthia, the powerful Pokémon champion, stood at the foot of the mountains. She had heard legends of a Pokémon that appeared only during the brightest blizzards. With a determined smile, she adjusted her coat and began her journey into the white wilderness. The climb was steep and the snow was deep, but Cynthia was not alone. Her loyal partner, Garchomp, walked beside her. The tall, powerful Pokémon used its sharp claws to help them navigate the slippery ice. Together, they hiked past frozen waterfalls that looked like giant diamonds hanging from the cliffs. Suddenly, a strange blue light flickered behind a curtain of icicles. Cynthia stopped in her tracks. "Did you see that, Garchomp?" she whispered. The light wasn't coming from the sun or the moon. It was a soft, pulsing glow, like a heartbeat made of frost. She stepped toward the light, her boots crunching softly on the crusty snow. There, perched on a ledge of pure ice, was the most beautiful Pokémon Cynthia had ever seen. It was Frostrion, the legendary snow leopard of the north. Its fur was the color of a winter morning, speckled with spots that looked like falling snowflakes. On its back, 2 large ice crystals glowed with a magical hum. Frostrion looked worried. A pile of heavy, glowing boulders had fallen, blocking the entrance to its hidden den. The beautiful leopard Pokémon let out a soft, sad cry. Garchomp stepped forward, showing its strength. It looked at the rocks and then at Frostrion, letting the wild Pokémon know it was there to help. Cynthia approached slowly so she wouldn't startle the mysterious creature. She reached into her bag and pulled out a shimmering, star-shaped berry. "It's okay," she said in a soothing voice. "We want to help you get home." Frostrion tilted its head, its swirling blue eyes watching Cynthia with curiosity. With a nod from Cynthia, Garchomp leaped into action. It used its mighty strength to heave the glowing boulders aside one by one. Frostrion watched in awe, then added its own power to the task. It breathed a sparkling mist of ice that made the heavy rocks slippery and easier to move. The path was finally clear. Frostrion let out a happy chirp and nuzzled Cynthia's hand. As a thank you, the Pokémon led Cynthia and Garchomp inside the cave. The walls were covered in ancient carvings that told stories of the mountains from long ago. Cynthia realized she had discovered a secret piece of history. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of pink and gold, it was time for Cynthia to head back. She knew the mountain was Frostrion's true home. "Goodbye, friend," she said softly. Frostrion stood atop the highest peak, its fur shimmering like 1,000 diamonds in the twilight. Back at the Pokémon League, Cynthia sat by the window, watching the snow fall over the distant mountains. She held a small, glowing ice crystal that Frostrion had given her. It was a reminder that even for a champion, the world was still full of magic and mysteries waiting to be found.